good to meet you on today's edition of this program. First, you are on to Fliptv. We are here to dish out the news the way it is. We have tragic stories here, and what are the stories all about? Still on the state of the nation, kidnapping in Nigeria. It has turned a new dimension. Southwest region is now partaking the southeast region. Of course, we know have been partaking from this. The northeast is a deadly zone where it rains. Let's move down to the Punch newspaper for more details. Kidnap epidemic. Gunmen abduct 18 in Oyo Rivers, Imo, Katsina. Gunmen abduct 18 in Oyo Rivers, Imo, Katsina. Kidnappers whisked Ogun doctor, nurse away. NMA expresses concern that Nigeria Medical Association expressing concern over the state of the nation. Gunmen kidnapped Imo Monarch, 5 traditional chiefs, 2 colors guards. Tragic one. Gunmen kidnapped Imo Monarch, 5 traditional chiefs, 2 colors guards. Katsina abducted man's got found after payment of ransom. Family and more. On to the next one down the paper, we have Delta communities threatening to shut down oil firm over massive spill. Delta communities threatening to shut down oil firm over massive spill. Federal government meets resident doctors after 8-day strike today. Federal government meets resident doctors after 8-day strike today. State police way out of banditry insurgency, says El-Rufai. State police way out of banditry insurgency, El-Rufai insists. And for the next one, writes on the front page of the Punch newspaper, marketers protect petrol price reduction as oil falls. Marketers protect petrol price reduction as oil falls. Down the paper, we have all the stories here. Ogun prophets arrested for alleged rape of 17-year-old member in church. PDP governors in Zamfara beg Matawale not to join APC. And the last story, NIN inclusion delaying commencement of UTME registration. NIN inclusion delaying commencement of UTME registration, says JAM. All right, we have our reviewers right at the new style. Of course, this a new location. We have to do it the way it will suit you viewers, and this is the best way it can suit you presently. Mr. Matthew, good morning to you. You're welcome on board. All right, still bystanders at the distance. Here to do it just the way we have been doing it. Make sure the viewers get what is really trending in Nigeria. The kidnapping case in Nigeria is another issue. This is an epidemic. It's on the rise on a daily basis. And you can see on the front page of this journal, we have gunmen abduct 18 in Ogun, Oyo Rivers, Imo, Katsina. But my concern here is the southwest region. Talking about Ogun State, Oyo State, Ondo State, and other southwest regions partaking from this hiveness. How do you feel?
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike. Okay. You see, the issue of Nigeria when it comes to insecurity is like a cancer.
A cancer.
If it's not addressed, it's a matter of time it will spread to other parts of the country. In the same manner, the issue of insecurity in Nigeria, if it's not addressed, it's a matter of time. If you have not been witnessing insecurity, it's a matter of time to get to the hospital. It doesn't matter how you look at it. Insecurity is a serious issue that the government needed to resolve, nip in the bud. I don't know why we vote money, serious money into security. We have DSS that is supposed to do intelligent gathering. If DSS does its work, if before a crime is hatched, it's supposed to be nipped in the bud. But the situation where you see people, they will sit down, they will plan crime to the point of executing it. What the only approach of government we see is reactionary. We have not seen a situation where government is proactive. And I think what is lacking is strategy. And driving the process of fight against security through technology. I've seen the federal government changing the IG, bringing an acting IG. For me, it does not even make any difference. If I look at the new IG or the acting IG, he is part of the success or failure of the former IG. Because by virtue of his position before he was elevated to the position of acting IG, he was a Deputy Inspector General of Police, DIG. So to that extent, he is in the high cadre of police formation in this country. So he is part of the leadership of police system. So I have not seen his ascension to that throne or that office to make any difference. The only area we are likely to see any difference is if we are changing our approach, if we are driving the process through technology, if we are giving our police personnel professional training, if we are acquiring modern day technology to combat crime and criminality. Until we do that, we are still going to be witnessing the same level of insecurity. We are still going to be seeing the same level of reactionary approach rather than being proactive. Look at what is happening in the Northeast. Northeast, if you sleep and wake up, is like a miracle. Look at what is happening in the Southeast recently. Look at the way the thing is snowballing into the Southwest. Middle belt is not left out. So if care is not taken, Nigeria is going to be the security situation in Nigeria is going to be a serious one. I pray it does not get to that level. That is why it doesn't matter how we look at it. The government must get its strategy right.
As much as where this has gotten to an extent where kidnappers will go into hospitals and whisk doctors away, I think this is outrageous.
It's actually outrageous. And the government, the police, if they are, that's why we are talking over. You see, I don't know the problem of this country, the problem of this government. It is evident that the police system, police structure we have currently, the status quo cannot give us the needed security. What we needed to do is some bundled police system. Dismantle this command and control that is unilateral from Abuja. A situation where one man will sit on every issue that has to do with security. Anytime you need to address issues in Lagos when it comes to security, you need to address issues in Aba, in Port Harcourt, in Kano, you must look up to one IG. It's not helping the issue.
Now let's move down to the story from the same general the governor of Kaduna State.
Said it, state police way out of banditry insurgency. It's not today we've been talking about state police, in which this present administration was not given
Mr. Mike, it will interest you to know that this government, they play politics with everything. By virtue of the position of the Kaduna State government and with his relationship with the Mr. President, I think there's a lot he can do outside what is even allowed by law. He can even influence Mr. President to take certain actions if he deems it fit that state police is the way to go. And for me, state police is the way to go. Because it's high time you remove this police issue security from exclusive legislative list. Let the state and federal government have concurrent jurisdiction over things that have to do with security of life and property. Because it's cardinal to development, it's cardinal to infrastructural development, it's cardinal to everything you do as a human being. No meaningful development will happen in an atmosphere of insecurity. If people are being kidnapped, no contractor will come and build this road, for instance. If people are being kidnapped and there's an infrastructural development, the expatriates will not come from abroad to come and risk their life. So what I'm saying is, it is true that state police is the way to go. Okay? But if I'm saying it, I think I'm saying it as a citizen who is advocating it. But somebody like El-Rufai, who is the governor of a state, who have very good cordial relationship with Mr. President, to go beyond playing to the gallery, coming to the press to make us see him as somebody who is on the part of the citizens. He should go beyond that by using his relationship and influence to meet with Mr. President. Because that fear that the federal government is having, that by the time you allow state police, that is going to focalize Nigeria, it's going to lead to disintegration, it's going to lead to secession, that is going to make people, give people independence that will eventually make them have their respective sovereign states. They should jettison that impression. Look at America today. Everything is decentralized. All the respective states have their respective police. Where the federal police need to come in, they know. At the stage of the state police, they know. So that is what we are saying. We are not saying that the federal government will not have a level of authority over the state police, but allow this police, state at the state level, allow police to function. Look at, we are talking of Amateku. It is a laudable and good approach to addressing this insecurity. Look at the resistance of federal government to Nigerian police, saying that Amateku cannot bear arms. How can Amateku operate effectively if they are not allowed to bear arms? We are seeing instances where suspected headers have burned down Amateku operational vehicles. But if they had the category and caliber of ammunition that these bandits, these criminals have, I don't think they would dare them to the point of attacking and burning their operational vehicles. So what we are saying is, in that sense, it is true. What we need is state police. What we need is to decentralize the police structure. But somebody like RFI should go beyond playing to the gallery. He should go beyond going to the press. He should use his influence, his position, his relationship with Mr. President to do more by putting influencing Mr. President to see reason why there is need to allow state police to work.
Now, away from that, why is there always this kind of delay in attending to urgent issues or critical issues in the country? Like what I have here, a federal government meets resident doctors after 8-day strike. Today, these are doctors that are striking back on this course. Now, they are not doing it just for themselves alone, it's also for the citizens of the country. It's a situation whereby the government refuses to meet the needs of the doctor. I believe this kind of scenario is expected.
Mr. Mike, it's unfortunate that in Nigeria, the government play places with everything. And when it comes to issues that borders on their own personal interests, they expedite action. Because you see that they are there for their pecuniary interests. They are not there for the well-being of the ordinary man. If they are there for the well-being of the ordinary man, they would have known that the doctors, the frontline workers, who are even vulnerable to COVID-19, they should know that their welfare is cardinal when it comes to addressing issues like this. I have not seen any serious government, any serious country that will allow its health workers, the resident doctors, to embark on strike. These are issues that are resolvable. It borders on their welfare, it borders on funds, it borders on money. What is stampeding that, making federal government, what is tying their hand, making them not to release funds to them? Look at, in fact, Nigerian government, it's unfortunate that we don't have any serious government. Mr. Man, let me remind you something. I was surprised to read recently that a road that was awarded to a contractor in Osun, a federal project, the contractor did not do the job. The community approached Adeboye, the general overseer of ROCCG, Redeemed Christian Church of God. The contract was awarded for about 600 million naira. Then, when the contractor could not do it, and Adeboye came to the aid of the community people, Adeboye awarded that contract to a contractor who did that contract and delivered it for the cost of 188 million naira. Look at the difference. And as if that is not enough, the contractor went behind door to go and negotiating how to start recruiting, that the federal government should pay him money for the job he didn't do. Before you know it, the government paid him about 155 million. And he's claiming that the job is ongoing. It was at that level that Adeboye saw the payment. He now petitioned National Assembly, Senate to be precise, that he's the one that did that job, that they should retrieve that money from that contractor. As we speak, I don't know how the Senate hopes to resolve it, but they claim to be investigating it. They have summoned the senator who represented that senatorial district. They have alluded to the fact that it's Adeboye that did it. So many persons community people have acknowledged that it's Adeboye that did it. What am I trying to say? Why am I bringing this analogy? Look at how they run the country. Okay? Look at the difference between the amount and the difference used in executing the project and the amount that the government initially awarded it. Look at how swiftly they are in releasing money to the person who didn't even do job. And if it were to be resident doctors, do you think they will release that money to them? So I'm trying to use this opportunity to tell you that they are there for their pecuniary interest. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. We have Mr. Opara here, Okokundem. How are you doing?
Too fine. Too fine.
Okokundem, good
Yeah.
morning.
Morning, Mike.
Yeah.
Sunday.
What are you condemning?
What I'm condemning is I am Mr. Opara, the new condemned in this Republic of Biafra, led by Masin Namdi Kano and his IPOP government of Biafra. Here with my good best presenter in Africa, Michael Adenkule. You call him Michael Adenkule, I call him Michael. He's the best in Africa.
Right.
He's a show like this.
All right,
Thank you, Mr. Mike, for giving me the opportunity this
All
morning.
right, thank you so much for appearing on Fliptv, especially the number one online super review program by standards at Newsstand. All right, quickly to what we have on the front page of the Punch super kidnap epidemic. Government abroad 18 people, the Rivers, Imo, Katsina. But the major concern there is that that spread like wildfire to the southwest region. Ogun State partaking or your state partaking. How do you feel? What's your take on it?
Yeah, you see, I may say whatever that happened to Nigeria, mostly on bad side of Nigeria, hold government responsible. Now, we can see that kidnapping was popularly known during the time of, I say, making the slave government or at the downfall of Abacha government. Started from Niger Delta. They took arms. And if you go into inquiry, see what make Niger Delta to pick arms to popularize kidnapping in that region to spread over Nigeria, you know that they are right. How can you go to somebody's backyard, take all his assets, and wait and put Abuja and neglect them? They don't have water to drink. They don't have a river to do their business. You know, they live on product from the sea. Everything is polluted. They don't have house, no light, no road. Then you went and put Abuja to be one of the best city in the world that they cannot be able to maintain because Nigeria they cannot maintain. Now, when Abacha organized his 1 million march to support him, they went and recruit people from Niger Delta and told them that when they go, they ask, is this part of Nigeria? They tell them, say yes. How come? When they trace back, discover that it was the oil money in their side. They used to build Abuja to this stage. They get angry and pick guns. Say, okay, if you can do this with our money, come and settle us. Fortunately or unfortunately, civilian government enter. To the turn of Abacha, Obasanjo. The struggle will continue, become more harder. To the extent, I had the rumor, unconfirmed, that the government of Obasanjo of that time import billions of weapons, want to import billions of weapons from China to crush them. But along the line, I had, or rumor unconfirmed, that I took intervene. So don't use this against your own citizens. These are civilian errors that made Obasanjo to mellow down. But if you watch, after the death of Obasanjo, when Yar'Adua picked up, Yar'Adua was able. Look, I'm telling you, had he been dead, could not take Yar'Adua away. Yar'Adua government could have been one of the best governments. Because it was Yar'Adua government that we bought a liter of kerosene 60 naira. He bring it down. Even fuel was brought down. This Niger Delta, this Yar'Adua went and used Jonathan to talk to his people, to mellow down. Let us go into negotiation. Before they come to Niger Delta, settlement, amnesty, and so on and so on. And as Yar'Adua government, Yar'Adua Jonathan government said, they approve it. That comes Niger Delta down. You understand? Then after this present government take over in 2015, the thing escalated again. When this man said that he will give the people that to vote him 95% consideration and give the people who did not vote him 95% consideration. Really he enter. All of them that were employed to get the pipeline that are vandalizing. Stop. We want to push them away. Sack them. Want to bring people from north to come and vandalize. These people say no. They pick up the thing again. Start blowing the pipe again. Even now they're threatening to blow more. Now what I'm saying, the government is at fault. From this place, like that I had come down. Government is spread. When this kidnapping started, during propaganda, Jonathan regime in the north, did not take it as a politics to weaken Jonathan government. Even Chukwu's this in kidnapping was organized by the northern governors to blaspheme Jonathan. That place was the pick up guns. Then when they pick that gun, government will go and settle them with money. They know that this is a legitimate business. Now, even though in Imo State, they kidnap money. In Oyo, the same thing. Everywhere, the same thing now. Government made kidnapping to be a locomotive business in Nigeria. Mostly, this APC government of the present time supposed to hold responsible. Yes, because they use them now. Politicians are more behind it. They employ people, thugs, use them in politics. After the election, you abandon them, throw them away. They have to survive. The gun you bought them to use to do the talking, you do not remove the gun from them. You don't settle them. They have to use it. Now, Fulani helpsmen kidnapping during 2015 election. The northern governors and APC members, all of them, they went and employed Niger, employed Chad, employed Northern Cameroon, employ Central African Republic, employ Senegal. Fulanis are robbing in the desert. They bring them here in Nigeria, equip them, help us. In case if Jonathan say you no surrender, wipe off, kill. When they do finish, the promise you promise them, you don't give them. The money, you don't give them. The gun, you don't collect from their hand. They enter into rampage. Kidnapping, do whatever they like. Raping women. Now they turn it again now. Government is using them to Islamatize Nigeria.
Now they've turned against the government.
They don't turn against the government. Know them. Erufai coming to paper telling us they should be killed and shoot. Immediately Erufai enter office. What happened in the Kano? Is it not killing non-Muslim, non-Fulani? They were killing them in Kaduna. What did Erufai do? Beautiful he for the hand, looking at them. Now we have seen that this has come to tear Nigeria apart. And you know what Erufai is eating in Nigeria? In the name of Nigeria, you know when you become a millionaire, before you join politics, how much is in his account? Before Erufai joined politics, how was he feeding? Now Erufai, only Erufai money in account. I'm not there, but every politician has money. Only their allowances. Now when they see that this bandit and kidnapping will spoil their government business, they start shouting, kill them, do this. How many have Erufai killed? Is it not the chief secretary of Kano State? I mean Kaduna State. How many have you arrested? You come to paper, doing lip service. Go, watch behind. Watch behind. Erufai know what is happening. Every Fulani man know what is happening. But some will come up and say and tell you the truth. Like a former emir of Kano, Sanusi. Yeah. He said the truth, understanding the truth. That's why they are quarreling him. That's why they dispose him. They know. They're just playing lip service to deceive common men, common people in Nigeria, to deceive the world that they're not sponsoring. Government is sponsoring it. All right. Go to Southeast, where government are not sponsoring it. People stand up by themselves. We will deal with them. You see, they're dealing with governments. Hello? Apart from this Igbo monarch, and to go and check this Igbo monarch, he has committed a crime against the people. I'm suspecting that it's not a unknown gunman from Niger. This is Imo monarch. Was kidnapped. He have done something against community. Because that's our honor. If you do something against us, we will come against you. If you go to Igbo land, we don't persecute people for nothing said. It's hard for us to carry gun, but when we carry gun, it's hard for us to stop it. And you push out the war where we carry gun. Government is at fault of whatever happening in this country.
All right, thank you so much. We'll condemn quickly to Raphael or Sunday. Okay, Sunday, good morning to you. How are you doing? Sorry.
Good morning, everyone.
All right, gunmen everywhere, kidnappers everywhere, insecurity in Nigeria. I think this is awful. How do you feel about it?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Sunday. I love my viewers. You know, that is the culture of Nigeria. It's kidnapping and gunmen killing everywhere because of the action of whosoever called Mr. President. Thank God that everybody see what is happening. Because when we were saying before, they say this sentimental, this. Today they share it with, thank God. Today is not only one state, they share it within themselves. You know, see, Anambra, River State, Ogun State, Oyo State, Imo State, Katsina, they share it to themselves like COVID-19 news. You know, no, they share it like, that time news of COVID-19. They will say Kaduna,
Right?
no, they will say Kaduna discover 120, River get 16.
Okay.
That's how they are sharing kidnapping now. So, by the grace of God, I know one thing I told people, I discovered something that when you come to Nigeria, you know that you are a step to hellfire. Nigeria is headquarters of hellfire. No, I don't tell you, no hellfire anywhere. If you don't come Nigeria, you know say you don't enter hellfire. Because the people where we get for here, hey, our politicians, they are voicemail. I call them voicemail. The president say it's only resting, a few days rest, for London. We will not get money to go London. We go die for Nigeria now. Now in plan be that. And I know that man called Buhari is still warming up for 2023. He will shock the whole Nigeria. You don't know. He's the man I only know from the one that I never liked Nigeria.
But what never for 2023 in what way?
He want to contest because of the power in him. People never know.
Again?
I want to ask a question.
But it's not constitutional.
Mr. Mike, do you know that something happened under this Buhari regime? Every power given to local government, state government have been taken to federal. Am I lying? Every power controlled by local government and state government is now in where? In federal power. And the federal power, who is that federal power that can control the seat? It's only the Mr. President in that seat of power. Because that's why you see, you cannot blame the police or the military, because order from the state governor, now as if they have no power to give order to police or to army. But we are waiting for those security agencies that will boldly come out to say that this is what they are passing through. You understand? To come out and tell us that this is what they are doing, passing through. A law, the power has been going to a federal control everything. You understand? So that's why I told them that if Buhari do that, know that he have an agenda. An agenda, he never liked Nigeria. He may want to contest for third time, but that one is over all Nigeria dead body.
Now,
you understand?
Sunday, under the administration of the new acting IG.
Why is it that the only Hausa people that is controlling that seat under Buhari regime? Do you know that the person that's supposed to handle that seat of IG of police is a Yoruba man? Yes, he's Yoruba man. But what is wrong with the president? The president, that's why they disvalue Oshibanjo. The IG of police escort Oshibanjo to Imo State. Why? Because the power have not been handed over to him as the president. And IG of police have no right to follow him to that place. And that's why he followed there before he come back. He went there as IG of police, but come back as a sacked IG of police. Because they quarrel him, they fight him, say, why will you follow Oshibanjo? Do you want to give him power on your own? You don't understand. This is politics. People are just beating around the bush. We know where you look at something, you know where to go direct. They know even Buhari that is not in Nigeria, the people that he have give the cabal to, the people that have been controlling the Nigeria before, they are still the one controlling it. Oshibanjo is just there like occupying space. Nothing, he have no work to do. Everything the power have been taken from him. That's why you see killing in Western Nigeria. The vice president will not talk where he come from. People are dying. Ogun State run for refugee in Cotonou. The vice president have not said anything. And this is where he come from. Because they have encamped him. I don't know whether we have come to how many years that we have never heard about the new chief of staff to the president. That is Gambari. I don't know whether it's the one wearing the mask that the former president is wearing, that they call Buhari. You understand? Maybe that is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria has become a dream, and I look Nigeria as a road, headquarter of hellfire, because the thing they are using on to pass through. You know that because of no job, nothing. See, okay, like me now. If somebody tell you that I went that road, they work for somebody this morning, I wake up, my organ, he call me by 6 o'clock, that she went to somewhere for buy go. And that place I'm going is, whether I like to call side. He tell me that I should go, no, come by, he give me 30 minutes. I said, do you want me to go and kill myself? Because of what? No work. I'm riding back for somebody, doing a dispatch. You understand? And the man, he never value it. You understand? He don't value it because he look at it that if I don't do it, means that there will not be salary for me. You understand? And that is what we are passing through in Nigeria. Nigeria is here on its own, no any other fire. And that is what I want to tell them. All these people occupied, like Mohammed, that we they call him. That one, he just speak, he say, because he has knew this one that when he was talking that those people are dedicated for Biafra, this is Oduduwa, say because that they don't know what to do with their life. That's what they're doing. And that is the only person, I swear for that. Before this time of finish, he may not see the end. And all of them will wish the masses bad. God also will fight them.
All right, thank you so much, Sunday. Let's quickly move down to the comment section. Thank you so much. Okay, we need to appreciate our viewers for commenting at the comment section. Quickly to what Samsung J4 I said here. He only said Biafra. That's a Biafra man, a Biafra viewer. On to the next one, Jacob B. Rome is burning while our rulers laugh and having parties. Jacob also saying another thing here. Mr. Mike, why have you changed your positions today from the usual busy center? On to the next one, people are being taken like chicken, or people are talking like chicken, and no one cares. Mr. President, you're calling, don't even know he's the president. You don't know, you said the president doesn't know he's the president. And quickly to Chooks Leonard. Oh, Mr. Mike, you have changed your stand. I hope here is safe for the presenters. Here is safe, by the spirit and grace of God. Pinchas Badu, when last did you see Mr. President, apart from the animated president?
Good point.
What did you say, Raphael?
Good point.
Good point.
Good point. The last time we saw the animated president could be, let's say, just getting to 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes, animated president.
Animated,
meaning lifeless. Yes. Pick that point.
Okay.
Animated, lifeless.
Okay, let's move down to another one.
Yeah,
let's give it up. The country has gone to the... It's an application here. The people ruling has already taken their children outside the burning cities. Even the wife of the president lives outside the country. Okay, we'll take more of these comments later. Let's quickly talk to Raphael. Raphael, just like what you said, animated president. There is a president that traveled for a medical trip.
Yeah,
Why would you call him an
animated?
president?
If you look at animation, it's just where animal characters are being represented. Human beings are represented in animal characters. It's like cartoon world. Do you understand? The man, I think, is an animal. Do you understand? So they are like, they want to use him as a toy. Tell us that it was Buhari we know in 1994. So I think he's a symbol. The man is a mask. Do you understand? The man that is behind the mask, if God wants to do something, should unmask him now, so that we find out the meaning of animated. Because animal characters, you see them in stories like Asepso, you see them in cartoon stories. So that's the animation means. But we all know that the main Buhari is not this person. Even this English this morning, I'm just having a short rest in London. How could Buhari just voice out such Queen's English? Buhari doesn't know how to speak. As per se, his articulation is not good. We all know. So we know that somebody is behind this man. Some people are behind this animated president. So Michael is not him. He's not the one.
Right now we have tension. Mostly discovered some days ago. We have a kidnappers kidnapping Imo Mona, also moving away with 2 Palace guards, 5 traditional chiefs. That is a big problem in Imo.
Yeah, let me tell you, the traditional chiefs, all these paramount rulers in Igbo land and in Yoruba land, it's high time they should, know that it's not the way, things are not the way it used to be before. Okay. So because you wash your mouth, you wash your tongue, watch what you say, watch your activities. Do not just come out and talk anyhow or show the locals. The locals, I mean Yoruba locals, the Igbo locals, the natives, that you are like, dancing to the tunes of the Fulanis. Okay, look at this guy, Iwo, who just came out the other day and said, Yoruba nation, Iwo is not among Yoruba nations, Iwo is the different person. Look at that small boy. Look at that idiot. Because Adegboshola empowered him and he's in the position he is as of the present. Do you understand? That's why he's saying rubbish, attacking Igbo. That if Yoruba at all secede and become Odua Republic, that Igbo is not going to be among. These are the things that can lead to this kidnapping of local chiefs, traditional rulers. Because mind yourself, mind the way you play your politics as a king, as a monarch, because it might come back against you. Look at the way Oni of Ife reacted to Igbo. It is not good. Look at the way some of us are just distancing themselves as Igbo is attacking Yoruba nation. Igbo is fighting for Yoruba nation. He's attacking people, attackers of Yoruba nation. Igbo is attacking them. So they should watch their tongue in Igbo land. All of them that are talking rubbish about indigenous people of Biafra. What is the meaning of indigenous people? It's just like me, you, the people that are in Biafra land. They are not terrorists. People of Biafra, that is meaning. The meaning indigenous, thank you. The people that are there, I don't know what I understand. But why must that commissioner in Anambra talk rubbish about IPOB all the time? Now that they whisk him away, the unknown government, who knows who they are? They messed him for how many days before releasing him? And now he's singing another tune. Okay, look at this monarch you're talking about. You don't know his role. Do you know his role? The role he played in Olu? Do you know the role he played when they attacked prison there? When they attacked police headquarters in Imo? So you don't know. So you don't just come and talk rubbish against your people. When Fulani are fighting Igbos, Nigerian soldiers and police join hand and fight people that are fighting Fulani herdsmen, who you know, of course, they are terrorists. So why must they play this kind of politics? So now, he's been kidnapped, the monarch, and other royal this thing. What do you think would have been their offense? Don't you know that without fire, there will be no smoke? Do you understand? Once you see a kite or all this hawk hovering around, you know what, there must be a smoke here. So nothing comes from nothing, nothing goes for nothing. So those monarchs, they must have committed offense. There must something that they did, wrong. They must have done something wrong. So let me tell you, kidnapping in the southeast that is affecting local chiefs, traditional rulers, they must control their tongue. They must know who to give their land. Don't give Fulani land. If you give Fulani land to grace, it must be open someday. And this ESN, all these kidnappers, all these unknown government, they might come to you. We don't know who they are. The only people I know now is ESN and IPOB. Thank you. The Instant Security Network, they are there to secure our land, Michael. So anytime a monarch is kidnapped in Igbo land, watch him well.
Now in Africa, there have been clamors for the policing of Nigerian states, which I believe this official needs to give listening ears to. Erifai has said it that the rising state of insecurity.
We need police, state police. Yes, Michael, state police is a welcome item.
And don't you think the governors will not take advantage of it?
I think even if they do, Michael, but our land will be secured for us, because I know that even if the governors, to understand, thank you, because I know what you mean. The governors will cling on that. So they like Fulani. From there, they will at least what all are we for to secure our land. I know they can, because of money they receive from the center, penetrate state policing and they manipulate it and do it as they like.
And should it be the way forward to solving this problem?
No. To solve this problem, it shouldn't be only state police. To solve Nigerian problem now, we need restructure. If that man there is not an animated object, he would have asked for restructuring. It doesn't take anything to restructure Nigeria now. It's documents. It's by consensus. It's by dialoguing. You can start from the house, their upper chamber. You can carry out this restructuring of a thing. Let us know where we are. Michael, we don't pay 10 million to restructure Nigeria. We don't pay 10 billion to restructure Nigeria. To restructure Nigeria, we all have a confab, or we debate it within the premises of a Nigerian constitution. We debate it in the house, the upper chamber and the lower chamber. To debate it again, we do it at the national state house of assembly level, state level. We can restructure Nigeria. So simple. It doesn't cost any money. The presidency can wake up early in the morning and say this is what we be. The executive, the judiciary, and the legislative, they come together and restructure Nigeria. I don't think we could pay any fee. Is America or United Nations collecting money from us?
And that's what Ayo Adebanjo, the new leader of Afenifere, has
Thank you.
said.
He was crying foul yesterday. He said, restructure Nigeria now, before it is too late.
Yeah.
Adebanjo, he said that. Yeah. If you look at the old man, the elderly statesman,
Even the former leader of Afenifere,
yes, restructure Nigeria now.
Has been saying it.
Restructure Nigeria now. There was a time the APC chieftain said that. Restructure Nigeria, that is true. I'm telling you. The only person that we have not heard from his mouth now over this about this restructuring issue is that monkey from Edo State, the national chairman, Adam Ochemole. You know, he said he loved Nigeria and that we don't need to restructure Nigeria. He said it earlier, hold it for him. But people even made that point. Everybody is saying this. Restructure. There was a time Elfry said it too. Elfry said only way out is restructuring. So Michael, what happened is that now is that my question is restructuring Nigeria an ardent venture?
Is it an omen?
Is it an ardent job? Is it a bad omen? Are we going to exert much energy restructuring Nigeria? Is it going to take us $1 billion to restructure, to manage our own?
Don't you have the financial capacity to do it?
Michael, let us tell the whole world. Let us tell the whole world what it means. What it means now is that Yoruba, we have cocoa in the southwest here. We have timber, ape timber. You understand? Lagos here, we have ape timber. Then you have plywood in Sapele, then Granite Pyramid in Kano State, Anambra State, Ogun State, they have palm oil in Akwebom and the Cross River there. Cool. So let me call in Enugu State. Then we have gold in the north, we have gold in Oyo State, we have oil in Lagos State, oil in Ondo,
we have agriculture
everywhere, agricultural sector. Everywhere we farm in Nigeria. So what happened now is that let us tell these corners, every sector, manage your own Anambra, manage your Orient gas, highest gas deposit in the world, manage it here. Bring tithes to the center. Yoruba, Lagos, you have oil, you bring tithes. After collecting money from your cocoa, take tithes to the center. Kano, bring tithes to the center. Akwebom, the money you realize from oil, bring tithes to the center. The same thing with Delta states, River State, Bayelsa, all the whole state. Collect 10%, give to the center. Manage the rest by yourself. They will debate. The only debate is that how much are we bringing to the centrality? Are we going to bring 50%? That is the only thing. It doesn't take time. We know it. We are not in the House of Assembly, but we have restructured Nigeria now, just under 5 minutes.
Under 5 minutes.
Under 5 minutes. Nigeria has been restructured.
We've restructured Nigeria under 5 minutes. At the newsstand. Right?
At the newsstand.
On Fliptv.
On Fliptv.
Honestly.
So what is it taking us time? Is it taking us time?
We've concluded.
Yes, we've concluded that.
That is as simple as ABC.
Imo State, you are oil there. We know you get oil. Yes, sir. What is that your name? My name is Ozodimba. Hope Ozodimba. Hope Ozodimba. Bring 10% tithes to the center. Simple. Osun State, that's your oil and precious stone. Bring tithe. Your realization is how much? 10 billion.
Go and develop your state.
Thank you. 100 million,
you have
10%.
You have natural resources.
100 million, 10%. Yeah. 100 million of 10 billion. Bring it to the center. Everybody should manage his own. Kano, your own. Yobe, your own. Northeast, your own. Mid-Belt, your own. Benue, your own. Your agricultural product, we are good on that. All those yam and tomatoes, we import it. This is our realization. That's Mr. Samuel Otto. Here, Oya, 5 million. Thank you. 10% of 5 million. Give it to the center. Nigeria will be booming. I'm telling you, this restructuring of a thing is not big. It's not an ardent job. Do you think it's an ECOM project? It's not an ECOM project. It's a very simple project. Let us do this thing so that everybody will forge ahead. Right, Imo man will manage his own. Anambra man will manage his own. The same thing with Southwest. Right, North so and North. So let everybody go. Michael, this location is quite calm and serene. Maybe we'll be coming here often and often. I like that. I believe that people over there, they are seeing us now. No noise, no much noise and living. Some people who don't know us, they might think that we are holding a very important place because that place you see is a paper stand. Everybody is standing there. Some people might not be thinking, look at Rafael, he's jobless. Look at Opera, he's jobless. problem. This place is a very, very serene place. Maybe we will use this as a paper stand. After getting the papers from there, we'll come here every day so that we'll have prestige. No, I'm just suggesting. Thank you.
So let viewers know that we have restructured
It's part of restructuring.
Yes, we have
It's part of
restructured
restructuring.
Fliptv have
It's not part of
restructured.
restructuring.
Nice one from
Fliptv have been
Let's clap for him.
Nice one from Ralph. You know, I really like the point of restructuring. Just let me come in from there, right? There's been partial restructuring already going on in the north. Matawale, governor of Zamfara, he's been selling Zamfara gold. The last one he sold was 5 billion. He did not remit it into the federal government account. So a partial restructuring has been going on. Biased restructuring has been going on already. That we should note that. And I like what Ralph just emphasized on now. You see, we should check ourselves from home before we start, you know, because all this, what leads to all this problem we are having? Some leaders, some traditional rulers, they've been sold out. They've sold us out. Why? They look at all these Fulani people coming in, they accept them, you know, warmly, and give them land with money. Those guys pay them money. In my own state, it happens. In my own state in Osun, in Oyo state, it happened. The Fulani people confess that they collected money from them for them to have all those land. So they are not strangers, their land is their own. You know, so the problem we have it, we need to check ourselves. Look at what that man is so an embarrassment to the Yoruba race. I have to say that. It's an embarrassment. And the man that made him a king himself, I think there was an argument then that man should go for medical checkup. That's the Minister for Interior. He can. I'm saying this boldly. You know, these are the guys that don't want betterment for the masses. They are just pretenders. They are pretenders. Because this same man that went to arrange masquerade, Christian and Muslim in a school, is that man fit of leading us in this country? Even being a state governor, I don't know how he got there. So let's look at that. You know, let's look at that and tackle it. Let's look at that.
All right, now going back to what we have on board on the front page of the Punch newspaper. It's punchy but a tragic, punchy story here. Kidnappers whisk Ogun doctor nurse away. NMA expresses concern. Why would they express concern? Doctors also partaking from kidnapping.
Is there any proof of that? Back that up.
Yeah, have it.
So kidnapping is a good business now. And who are the brain behind this kidnapping? Who are the brain? All these politicians responsible. Because they introduce kidnapping into politics to attack their enemy, to opponents. So it's not, you see, I'm unhappy that anytime this kind of thing happens, it's the masses that will bear the brunt. You know, and you know, the problem is for every one of us to restructure, because this country now is so there's a pandemic going on in this country, that's leadership pandemic, and we need to cut the zone into axis so that leadership we can pandemic. Yes, we can hold ourselves responsible. I can hold my leaders in Southwest responsible, you know, so that if you say you want to do anything, I know your house, I will know where you come from. If it is Tinubu, I will know his body love, I will want to go there and face it. Okay, this is what you promised us. We've not seen anything. We are just roaming about this thing, no job. So the country itself is an headache. The head cannot bear the loads of this country. It's an headache already. So we should all, anybody that is afraid of restructuring now, you should check that guy. That guy should be enemy of Nigeria. You know, because look at I'm still going back to Zamfara. You're here now, you're saying they should not attack North again. That if they attack North, they will retaliate. Who started all this attacking? Who started it? It wasn't the Northern Fulanis. They invaded our land and they started mining, raping our women and killing them. So, and you, the bandit that's been killing people in the Zamfara, you call them, you pat them on the head, and you pat them behind, you know, and say, okay, come for dialogue, come for, what's it called, amnesty. They want to tell me the money is not exchanging hands. Are they encouraging all these bandits to
use our money, send them
abroad? And you now say they should, what kind of amnesty do you want to give a bandit? They collect money, they use it for ammunition, buy ammunitions.
We all know the Abacha youth. We all know the guy is the current governor now in the north that was in charge of signing. You see, there are things this government we have, all this federal or what, they are hiding from us. They are secrets. We ourselves, the owner of the land, we the youth, we the masses, the owner, they don't hold it and keep telling they are servant to us. But we sold our birthright to the extent that they turn it upside down. We are now the servant, they are the master. They are the servant. We send them down to go and represent us because democracy is always the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. Why suddenly everything just changed overnight? That we slept in slumber and we allowed them to take control of everything in, And IPOB, I have to give kudos to those guys. They are one of the brave Nigerians youth I've ever seen. Because enough of this, we can't be pretending. We can not be pretending. Anybody that say the way the system of this country is now is favoring him, you should check that person well. That is one of the people making us die. Because we cannot continue like this. You can't be pushing me to the wall. And you expect that I will not face you back. For what? You want to starve me? You want to kill me? Number one, starvation. Number two, those are the products. Those are what this government is giving. Starvation, oppression, nepotism. And all these things is happening in my own town, in my own country. They are not doing us good. It's not doing us good at all. As if the country belongs to one section, the sectional part of the country. Look at the security men now. I've never seen them touching one side of the country, either arrest or anything. It's only we here in the south that will face the brunt. Any small thing you see them, go to all these prisons. I want to ask, even in Owerri prison that they bomb, how many politicians were they in that prison? It's the youth that will just fight, for their right of defending for themselves, trying to fend for themselves.
I remember when you were arrested unlawfully.
Yes, unlawfully.
In
this same area. Yes, I was arrested for unlawfully. Unlawfully. They said, okay, they don't there's COVID, but I had my face mask. I showed them, what am I? And the same northerner was arrested.
Let's face the camera.
The same northerner was arrested in that area. And that guy was telling them, say, now government speaking, you arrest him. Within 45 minutes or 1 hour, the guy controlled his own. They left him without, patrolling anything. So is that the country we want to belong to? I will be a second slave citizen in my country. I'm tired of it. And kudos to all those activists that are fighting for their right. IPOB, I think I will support what they do. Because if you don't put them to that wall, they will not turn back.
Yes, someone is appreciating here. Eric Info, Mr. Kunle, you are on point. Mr. Kunle, you are very, very much on point. And I really appreciate you for coming on board. Thank you so much, Kunle.
Yeah, thank you, Mike. And keep the good work doing.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, quickly to David, our last speaker for today. David, good morning, and how are you doing? All right, before we move to you, let's quickly read out the comments to the viewers. Mike O is saying something. Any southerner that is asking for restructuring now is either blind or he didn't complete it. Any southerner that is asking for restructuring now is either blind or I don't know the rest. He has put here, Eric Info, revolution is overdue in Nigeria. That's what he has said. If Ngozi, you people should be talking about NINAS, the Nigeria Indigenous Nationalities Alliance for Self-Determination. They activated the people's right to self-determination. And the last one I'll be reading, James Ann, total debt 32.2 trillion naira. CBN empty, no president or vice in Asorok, Mieti, Allah terrorists killing daily. Still, Nigerians are still shy to protest and save your country. Okay.
Hey, Mr. Mike, restructuring to me is the way forward. If you want to have a better Nigeria, the Nigerian everybody dream of, the Nigerian of our dream, the Nigerian we all pray. Now, but is the restructuring possible? Now, a senator that earns 35 million monthly, would he agree for Nigeria to be restructured? A House of Rep member that earns 35 million monthly, would he also agree for Nigeria to be restructured? There's a question mark there. Now, and before you restructure Nigeria, you must have to talk of the National Assembly.
Or would they even take to disintegration?
You must have the thought of the National Assembly that will approve it, consent to it, and then again you must have the thought of the State House of Assembly across Nigeria. These are state House of Assemblies in Nigeria. You must have the thought of them. Would they, what's it called, House of Assembly member here that earns roughly like 25 million or 50 million every month, will be agree to it? And then lastly, now before a law becomes, before what a bill becomes a law, the president must also assent to it. Will the president in charge also assent to it? That is the question. Because you know, when if the structure becomes a law, that means most of them will leave the Abuja and come back house. They will no longer be what called senator. They will no longer be what addressed as my honorable, my senator. Police will not guide them around now. You have only just one person representing one region. You go back to the 1963 regional system of government. So that means most of the person will not benefit from it. So if by so doing that, they will not agree to that. You can see why Nigeria will not be. You can see why Nigerians can never be what? Be structured, because these people knows what they will lose if Nigeria is being structured. They are just there for their selfish interest. Nigeria is just like what you and Raf just small, deep analysis. Nigeria can be restructured between a twinkle of an eye. Just what you and Raf just did here, which is very simple. But now, with their own interest, would they dance to the gallery? Even the president will not, because the president will no longer command the army, will not command the police, will not have the CBN up to himself again. Will not have, because now the state governors will not be feeding him rather than him feeding the state government, because now every month every state now goes to Abuja to get allocation. But now the president will beg the state governor, please bring your allocation, please bring your tithe and your offering. You can see why Nigeria will not be structured. Everybody now is there for their personal interest, because the senator will tell you that me I earn 35 million monthly now. You now bring a bill to the house and say that, see, Nigeria should be structured. Mr. Makadekule, they will squash the bill. The bill will not scale second reading. It is in the first reading that bill will be buried. Even, don't mind you, even an Igbo man will also oppose that bill. A Yoruba man in the house will also oppose that bill. A Calabar man in the house also oppose the bill. A Delta man in the house. This is for their own interest. Mr. Makadekule, forget it. It is simple. To me, it is the best and the way forward for Nigeria. But our senators, our deputies, and the other people will not want that to be.
We don't want that to be. And David, quickly before we go, what is the way forward out of kidnapping in Nigeria? Many have seen it as a lucrative business, and truly, it's good luck. Gunmen making so much money from it.
Mr. Man, you said lucrative very well. He said lucrative business, and which, if not by the fear of God, me too have not joined the business.
I hope you will not kidnap me.
I will kidnap you if possible, because
kidnap the CEO of Fliptv.
An idle man is the what? An idle man is
Devil's Workshop.
An idle mind. I don't have a job. Mr. B don't have a job. Mr. C don't have a job. What do you think will happen? Nigeria will not be what? Peaceful. What if Nigeria's governance? If about 23 million youths are what? They are unemployed, and he's there, and he wants to your London, all what he could say is that, see, he's taking a short rest when there's what? Anarchy in the land. Thank you, Mr. Makadekule. I believe at this point, if truly the president is being sincere with us, let him provide jobs. Now, 99.1% of Nigerian youth are working into cybercrime. If not for that cybercrime, this is not what we're saying. This insecurity, it will be what times, it will be the double of this one, because 99 points, that is what is keeping the youth busy. This cybercrime, those aside from those in the north, but because in this south generally, it is cybercrime that is keeping the youth busy. Because most of them, they don't have job, and then people like us that cannot do cybercrime, and then they cannot, and then see.
Now going to kidnapping business.
What do you do? You just hold on to God and start pushing. Mr. Makadekule, I believe let the government tackle the issue of what unemployment. That alone would it will reduce kidnapping, because now before you want to tackle any problem you must also look what is the cause of this problem from the roots. During Jonathan era there was nothing like kidnapping, banditry, government. It wasn't rampant because now people were, our economy was there. It was booming.
People were busy with things.
People were busy with things, and then there was inflation. Everybody now, when Mr. President came on, when this movement came on board, everything turned upside down. And sir, what do you expect? If it's possible, I will kidnap Buhari. If it's possible, me too, I will kidnap him because me too. It means as I'm speaking to you, me too. I am hungry. I don't have a job. So what? So sir, what do you expect? So I think at this point of it, the issue is let the government go back to the drawing board, provide jobs for people, let people work, be busy. Because if you're not busy, your egg will tick upside down. What you want to do? Should make I kill this one? Should I arrest him? Should I do this one? You be thinking negative thoughts. But sir, once you are busy, you know you are busy. So let the president go back to the drawing board. What is the cause of this thing? Unemployment is one. Because one, in a state of where there is unemployment and where there is insecurity, investors cannot come into invest their money because that investors might be also take it down. He would also be afraid. And what have they done? And then what have they done? Nothing. All what you keep saying is excuse.
I think there's a funny comment here. Dave, please start applying for work permit visa in the UK. You are a fresh graduate. Please, so
work permit. See, bros, for me to go to those processes, you need money to do that. I don't have the capital or the funds to do that because I've told you. I was telling you behind camera last year. I said I don't apply. You don't tell me. I know they apply again. You go up. See, as of last week, I still went to one interview. A petrol attendant. You know how much they said? The man said I should my resume. He said, see, they will pay me 15,000. A graduate. And I told him, I said, sir, I rather remain.
Ridiculous.
It's so ridiculous to you. I told him, and people were just for it. Fellow guys like me were just for it. And I told them, I said, Baba, what is the need of you working when you cannot? If this one can even put transport fare from my house to my workplace, so what is the need of me working? Let me just remain jobless. I know when anytime I do some street business, I get some street business or some tutorials. I know how to fend for myself.
I know God will do something good
Very well.
soon. God will do something good. All right, thank you so much for your contribution, David. And on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of this program. Join us next time on the same platform. Michael Adekunle remains my name. Behind the camera, Femi Davis. Special appreciation to the CEO of Fliptv. Special appreciation to the viewers and the reviewers who came from the houses to this place. I really appreciate them. You can join us on our social media handles, especially Instagram, fliptv.ng. Join me or reach me on Facebook at Michael Temitayo Adekunle, Michael Michael Temitayo Adekunle, on Instagram at Adekunle Michael Temitayo. You can subscribe to our sister channel, that's Fliptv Plus, FLIPTV+, sorry, FLIPTV+, that's the sister channel, that's our second channel. You can get any information you want from Fliptv Plus and this platform, Fliptv. Thank you so much for joining us. I really appreciate you. Bye for now.